You know, there's a few questions I wished I could go back and ask my grandparents. I wish, you know, my parents, my grandparents.
What do you mean?
One of them is how they met.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, and yeah, we can edit this. Well, okay. Full disclosure. We have sat down to do this video 2 or 3 times, and we've ended up fighting every time. So we hope we can get through this time. We hope 3rd or 4th time's a charm.
Yeah. Okay.
We really do love each other. And I think we've got a format this time that will probably be a little bit easier to follow and to
Yeah,
film.
we kept getting off into the weeds. Every
Oh,
time we've done
yeah.
this, we've been off into the weeds, and then I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. So we're gonna stick to
Yeah.
the point.
And I think what we came up with some questions that we thought that you might ask, and so we're going to try and answer those questions. And so starting off is
Well, when we met.
When we met. So
We met in 1980, in the fall of 1980, at Rick's College, and it's now BYU, Idaho.
Yeah, Rick's College used to be called Rick's College up in Idaho.
Yes.
Okay. How we met, we were in the same church congregation. We are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the congregations are broken up into wards. And so we were in the same ward. And each ward has different groups that they break down into groups that they call family home evening groups.
So it's a little smaller.
Yeah, it's
just
a little bit smaller, so you can get to know
Just a little group of
people. Everyone's involved. You have activities.
And he was my brother.
And so we were in the same group, and they call us home evening brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And so that's how we met. And when I first saw her, she had hair down to way past the middle of her waist. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
it
right
was
down
down
to her
Yeah.
top of her butt. But she had her hair in ponytails, and she was in a red plaid shirt, blue eyes, cute, sexy looking.
Did I ever tell you I liked your car?
No.
Yeah, I
No,
liked your
okay.
car. Okay.
Yeah, I had a car, but I thought she's the cutest bunch of the cutest one of the bunch, and I didn't say I wanted to marry her in my mind, but I did know I'm gonna date her. I've got to be able to date her. I hope I can make her laugh. I hope she'll say
And that's
yes.
what I really liked about Chad, is he was funny. He was making, the first time we met, he had come to our apartment. He and some of his roommates from their apartment up the street had come down and to say hello to us. And he was just funny. He was making everybody laugh that night.
Yeah. Well, not. Yeah. I wouldn't consider myself a class clown, but
No.
I like making people laugh.
Yeah. Anyway, we hit it off really well, and we had a very, very short engagement.
Yeah. Yeah. The engagement, we met in September, and we were married in November of that same year. So it was about
I wasn't going to tell you that. Yeah,
2
it was
months.
it was only a little better than 2 months. It was about almost 3 months probably, but
yeah. It was short.
it was short. But when you know, you know. I just
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
And
Well, and truthfully, our engagement started off, we were going to get married in July, and then June, and then February, then December, and
It
we
just
ended up
kept getting moved
yeah,
up.
we just thought, well, let's
my,
get
my
married.
parents were very supportive.
Yeah, both of our parents were real supportive of that. My mom, she says, well, you know, Chad, she looks just like your other girlfriends that you've had. And the girls that I've liked most of my life have been blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls. And I'm glad.
Let's see. Let's talk about our first date.
Yeah. First date, I'm glad she accepted. We went to the sand dunes there in Rexburg.
And I says, well, let's go to my grandma and grandpa's and get some firewood.
Yeah, her dad's mom and dad.
Yeah, because my grandparents lived really close to the sand dunes, and so we went over to my grandma and grandpa's house, and I actually got them out of bed. They must have gone to bed really early, or we were out awful late.
Yeah.
But I went in and asked my grandpa, could we take some wood and for our fire? And
Yeah.
that was fun. I thought
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, what else?
My roommate had a crush on you.
Yeah.
Because my roommate told me that you kissed her.
Yeah.
And for 39 years, Chad has denied that.
I denied that I ever kissed her.
But she told me that you did.
Yeah.
And so I know she was thinking she was going to push me out of the picture a little bit there.
Well, she was cute, but not nearly as cute as you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She also was a liar.
Yeah.
Or else you are.
No. I'd admit to kissing her if I did, but yeah. No.
My mother, I don't know if you did this on purpose or if I don't know, but we were in a conversation, Chad and I. This is when I had taken Chad up to meet my parents, and we were visiting with my mom, and you kept winking at me. And my mom was watching him, and she told me later that just melted my mom's heart. And I can see why now, you know. But he would just give me a little tiny wink, and I think more than me, it melted my mom's heart.
Yeah.
She just loved you.
Yeah, I mean, I liked you right away, instantly. And I liked your mom and dad right away, and your brothers and your sisters have all been very easy to like.
So are yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad's got a good family.
Our families, just seem to get along real well. And we got to know each other's brothers and sisters and in-laws, and that was.
I was a little reluctant marrying a boy from Utah because in my mind, growing up as a child from Idaho, I pictured Utah boys all coming from the city. I thought Utah was this big city. And I really never wanted to marry a city boy.
Yeah.
And so I was just a little reluctant on that regard. But I find out he's from...
Well, and I think it was years and years later she realized, and I told her I'm from Dugway, grew up in Dugway, and she pictured this here as some big city in Utah, but as it turned out, and once she realized that it's just a little... My graduating class was 32, 36 people.
Yeah.
I was just really small, and it was a very small town when I grew up in.
So we really had more in common than we even knew when we got
at the
married.
time,
And our parents' lives mimicked each other's so much, and just where our roots came from, they were very much alike. And so it was a good match.
Yeah, well...
And we got through this whole thing without fighting.
No, not at all. I don't think we would recommend such a short engagement.
Yeah, Ruby did too. But
Ruby had a short engagement, and
but no, I probably wouldn't recommend it. But I'm not going to say absolutely no.
No, and like she says, this November it'll be 39 years.
Yeah.
And it's been such a fun trip, a fun journey down the road, and we've got a few more years ahead of us too.
Better.
I think some of the best years are yet to come.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah. I think
You heard it.
well, we'll talk about having kids and how that turned out.
So this was just a brief get to know us a little bit better, and I know we've got a lot of new subscribers. And we just want to say hello to you and thank you, and just let you guys know how much we appreciate you watching our videos and
being a part of it.
Yes, you have been. So thank you so much, and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe.
Subscribe if you liked it.
See you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we were talking after we were finishing up, and we thought, well, let's give them a little bit more information on how they can get to know us and a little bit better.
So if you have any questions for us or comments, follow us on Instagram. We'll leave a link in the description below. His is Chad Griffiths, mine is Grandma Griff. And ask your questions or leave your comments in that form.
Yeah. And we post several times a week.
Oh, on our
And
Instagram. I'm
on
checking
our
that all
Instagram,
the time.
yeah.
But our
And-
videos, we just post once a week.
Yeah, once a weekend. And in our Instagram posts, you'll get to know our kids, you'll get to know our grandkids a lot better and who they are and how we interact with them on a regular basis. So
Thanks again for watching.
you bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye.